All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakwadash. That belongs to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Allah Hakim, who is doing the work in sincerity, with charity, with humiliation on across the four bends. To you, I salute. All right. Today, we're going to get into this bank run. You know, because you see all those banks over there in Babylon collapsing. You know, and this is going to be worse than damn 2008 recession. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's the 2008 recession on 2.0. Worse. All right. But the only difference is last time you or the government did something what they call a bailout. All right, where they use the taxpayers' money and all this different shit, you know, to bail out these banks out of debt. All right. But now, the thing is, in this time, you have what you call bail-ins. All right. And bail-ins is basically liquid. The money is what is already in the banks. So the banks use that money to pay their bills and to do whatever. So now, guess what? You have money in there, I have money in there, the next one have money in there. And guess what? We can't access that. No. All right, so what do you think gonna happen? All right. Let's move it down in the front there. I ran box.
Done.
Yeah, man. So that's beautiful, man. You know? That's beautiful. Put it right on the side there, brother. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, that's beautiful. All right, because what is happening, all right, the Most High taking this place out, you know, from the inside out. All right? We are Putin over there. Boasted, man. Says Babylon hit them with all different type of sanctions. You know, and their banks still standing strong.
Done.
But all the major banks in Babylon, you know, basically crashed. All right. But anyhow, I got a few articles I want to go into. You know, I'm going to go into these different banks, you know, and this whole economic system. Because really that's what it's about. And the scripture speaks about it. Speak up, brother.
There's a bank in the UK fall under that too.
Can.
So when we said it started off in Babylon and stretching over into the other countries.
Can. All right, so we got to be watchful of these things. Also, according to the Bible, you know, this economy is going to collapse. All right, Esau beast system will fail. All right, because all of this is a part of this beast system. All right. So yeah, man, I got an article here. What I want to read. Okay. All right. All right, brother. You could read that. Read that to me.
It says here, investors implore the government to step in after Silicon Valley Bank failure. It says here, voices from tech and finance are increasingly calling for the federal government to push another bank to take over the failed Silicon Valley Bank to protect and ensure deposits.
Right. All right. Let's read this next point, right?
The main concern is that a failure to protect deposits over 250,000 could cause a loss of faith in other mid-sized banks.
Right. You know, that's because, you know, you have people deposited into these different banks and shit. All right. And these banks, what is happening, you know, people get paid through these banks. So now guess what? Ain't no money there now to pay these people. People can't access their own money. You see what I said? All right. Because companies use these different banks, all right, to pay salaries. That ain't happening. So what do you think is gonna happen? Not only a domino effect, right? Of course, uprising, famine, right? Done. All right. Sedition of men. Okay. People can't flick and live. People can't get a different medication.
Right.
All right. People can't pay their bills. What you think gonna happen? All right. The conditions is being set. Done. All right. So we almost out of here. So we need this to happen. All right. All right, brother.
Says some observers call out the irony of the venture capital community calling for government aid after many VCs spurred their portfolio companies to withdraw money after SVB released a surprise statement about its financial situation on Wednesday night. SVB is Silicon Valley Bank.
Right. All right. People can't get paid. All right.
It says here, big names in Silicon Valley and the finance sector are calling publicly for the federal government to push ahead and consume Silicon Valley's bank's assets and obligations after Financial Institute failed on Friday.
Right. Read.
The Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, or the FDIC, will cover up to $250,000 per depositor and may be able to begin paying those depositors as early as Monday.
Right. All right.
It says, but the vast majority of SVB's customers were businesses that had more than that on deposit at the bank. As of December, more than 95% of the bank's deposits were uninsured. According to regulatory filings, many of these depositors are startups, and many are concerned that they will not be able to make payroll this month, which in turn could spark a wide wave of failures and layoffs in the tech industry.
Right. You're gonna have a damn massive job losses. You know. You like that? John. Ecclesiastes the 12 chapter 12 and 1. All right. So massive job losses is coming this month. All right. And basically, this is the financial plague from the Most High.
John.
All right. Revelation 6 and 6 goes into this. And this is beautiful, man, because this is being played out right before our eyes. See what I'm saying? All right. So let's get another article, right? Let's get this next one. Okay. Let's read the headlines of this one, brother.
Say, Wells Fargo missing deposit glitch alarms customers. Bank says it was a technical issue.
Right. And we all know that's a bunch of shit. You know? All right. Because there ain't no money there to pay the people. All right. People can't access their own monies. You have what? Over $55 billion restricted. So people can't flicken access their monies, can't access their funds. What do you think can happen? All right. Good. All right. Let's get another one, but I only want the headline on that one. All right. Let's get another one.
You go up on your account, you see zero balance. That's what it's costing you to might start jumping through windows.
That's it, right?
Exactly.
But check this, right? Check this one.
They say Wall Street's four top banks just had $55 billion wiped off their market value in a single day.
You see what I'm saying, man? Read that again, man.
Wall Street's four top banks just had $55 billion wiped off their market value in a single day.
Right, so that let you know that's basically it for the system. See what I'm saying?
That's it.
All right. Go ahead. All right, because what is happening now? The dollar's on its way out. All right. So the subdermal now is going to be the next currency.
Got.
All right. Go ahead, brother.
And so interesting is that within that same week, gold went from $1,870 odd dollars. The last time I checked, now the price of gold now is $1,950 odd dollars. That's more. That's a big jump for gold in just a little under 5 days.
Yeah.
You see.
All right. So yeah, man. So this place is falling spiritually, economically, or however you want to damn put it. See what I'm saying? $55 billion. Well, you know there's $55 billion to lose in one single day. Come on, man. Just a little bit more on this, brother.
It's a lot, right? Right. When the Silicon Valley fall, okay, about you had about 5 fall within the same day. Okay, now today you have about 80 over 80 regional banks all around the world shutting down. Right.
That's it. Signature banks.
Right. You know.
That's it. Bank of America, all these damn banks basically collapsing.
Happening over there, Babylon, only about that time going on.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, but we got some more on that, right? Read, brother.
Say 4 of America's biggest banks lost a combined $55 billion of market value in a single day as financial stocks plunged. U.S. bank
All right,
shares.
so that lets you know that this shit is on its way out.
Yeah.
All right, the Federal Reserve note, that's on its way out. All right, because real money is flicking back by gold or silver. As a matter of fact, that's real money.
That's it.
Okay, because when you go into banks, when you really lock it up and go in there, basically you're just going into numbers. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, because right now if you go on your account, what you can see, numbers. No substance, but numbers. That digital numbers. So that ain't shit. Okay? That's why the scripture tells us, man, what the store of your riches in heaven. But that's it. All right? And that's what they was telling the brother. That's what we banking on. Because our deposit, when you go into the bank, basically you go into the deposit. All right, so our deposit is not of this world. That's it. See what I'm saying? That's it. Okay? The kingdom to come. What kind of riches? If you see what happened now, more and Rust basically corrupt this whole system.
That's it.
Right?
The bank is everything come out. So your riches and wealth and things, you know, nothing.
All right. Bring the breeze there, brother.
It's better to trust in your heart.
That's it. Trust in the Lord. Not man. This man can fail you. All right.
Says here, U.S. bank shares took a beating Thursday amid fears of contagion effects from the turmoil at Silicon Valley Bank and Silvergate.
Right. Read the next point now.
JP Morgan saw the biggest tumble in market value among U.S. lenders, losing $22 billion.
You see that? That's not what they lost. That's in the space of a day.
Yeah.
All right. So what we can do now, we can jump down into this third paragraph right here. To show you where this 55 billion come in.
JP Morgan, the biggest U.S. bank, alone saw a $22 billion tumble in its market value as its stock slid 5.41% to $130.34. Wall Street heavyweight Bank of America lost $16.16 billion as its share price fell 6.2% to $30.54. Wells Fargo and Morgan Stanley saw their market capitalization drop by $10.3 billion and $6.2 billion respectively.
I did on that right. Right. All right. So that round that off to about 55 billion. See what they said? Okay, there's popular for top banks. 55 billion restricted in one day. That means that money is out of circulation altogether. All right. Okay, so my day. It ain't no bailout. Only bail-ins.
That's it.
All right. You can take your time and look up what bail-ins in. You're damn right. All right. You know when this stuff fiat money now. Nothing that shit. All right, now what we can do, right? We can look up this fiat money, right? Which is already looked it up. Right? Let's look up this fiat money. Right.
Fiat money is a type of currency that is not backed by a commodity such as gold or silver.
It say what, man? Read that again.
Fiat money is a type of currency that is not backed by a commodity, such as gold or silver.
Right. So that's bullshit. All right. And that ain't backed by shit. So that ain't no money.
Right.
Real money is gold and silver.
Right. You know, and that ties back into when we did a lesson some time back. And when they did the experiment, when they went to the shop, I tried to pay. I tried to pay with a silver bar. No, pure silver. I tried to pay 5 ounces. You know, I had a silver bar with 5 ounces, pure silver, and they went inside the shop, you know, to make a purchase. When I gave it to the cashier asked me what you supposed to do. I say, so the paper money, right? I said, what give that value? Say what you mean. Sorry. What makes $5 worth $5? I say, and I say gold and silver. I say, so I give you raw currency, and you rejecting it. He say, well, I don't know how to spend it.
All right.
They don't have no use for it.
Yeah. Right. But you look up dollar simply made measurement. All right. So the brother was paid with real money. All right. So let's read that again, brother.
It says fiat money is a type of currency that is not backed by a commodity such as gold or silver. It is typically designated by the issuing government to be a legal tender. A legal tender is a form of money that courts of law are required to recognize as satisfactory payment for any monetary debt. So the government decides what makes currency, right. Supposedly.
Right. And we see how Esau money is being printed. All right, we see how they print their money using this different type of paper and
legal tender. Because at one time ago they used to use bonds.
Right.
The banks used to give you a piece of paper and say, okay, that's how much they worth.
Right.
See, but you had to get a bond by depositing gold or silver into that bank, and then they give you a bond, which is legal tender. You see?
Right. So let's say you spend about you trading with $20,000, right? And you have a solid piece of gold or silver. That $20,000 could be an amount that are gold or silver. So you basically getting less. See right there? See that, man? So yeah, all right. So
very big example. I think you posted this. It says the banks never go bankrupt, right? Why they say that? Remember the game Monopoly we used to play? Right? Rule number 11 in Monopoly say, if the bank runs out of money, paper money, you would then take a piece of paper and write the currency on that piece of paper to suffice for it. So when you think about it, that's the same thing we're doing now. Whenever the country in Babylon, when they run out of money, what they do? They print more.
That's it.
You see what they saying? So the more they print and the more they put inside circulation, what you think would happen? The value would go down. Gold and silver, it is what it is. Either you got it or you don't.
That's it.
You see?
right. All right. So this fiat money, basically, that ain't have no foundation. I ain't back by shit. See what I said? All right. So you could say this money. Yeah.
Has no value. The value is
All right. Let's get another article, right? Like this, right? So that's gonna read the headline.
Iraq's shocking move to ditch US dollar in favor of Chinese yuan.
Right. Right. So all this is signs to show, that this system is falling.
Yuan and the Russian ruble are the two highest rated currency as it stands today, because they are backed by gold. See, in the market in the US, you can't even trade the Russian ruble. It's not available for for citizens of the United States to even trade that currency. See,
Right. Right. Right.
And over there, the Russian ruble and the Japanese yuan, they interchangeable now. So in Russia, you could buy things with the yuan,
Right.
and in China, you could buy things with the ruble. And in both countries, you could buy things with silver and gold.
Right.
You see, you can't do that in the US. You go to the pawn shop now with a 5 ounce bar of gold. What worried about 4 or 5 grand? The pawn shop can try to give you $200-300.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Anyhow, as we move, right? All right.
Says here, investors have wiped $165 billion value from big US bank stocks this month.
Yeah. $165 billion. This place is finished, man. All right. So this again, this money ain't no money. All right.
Says here, shareholders are worried about lower profits and more regulation of the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. Stocks fell on Wall Street on Wednesday amid worries about the strength of banks on both sides of the Atlantic. The 6 largest Wall Street banks have lost almost $165 billion in market capitalization this month, or 13% of their combined value, hit by worries over Credit Suisse financial strength and the fallout from the largest US bank failure since 2008. Shares of Citigroup and Morgan Stanley suffered the biggest sell-off on Wednesday. While Bank of America shares fell to a more than 2-year low. Investors said the 3 banks plus Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, and Wells Fargo are being hurt by predictions that profits will be squeezed.
Right. So not only those Silicon Valley banks, experiencing trouble, but then you have cryptocurrency as well. All right, because a lot of people are moving their money to cryptocurrency, but that ain't in stand.
Nope.
The value of cryptocurrency only going up now because it's a rush to buy them. You see, because the cryptocurrency was worth $16 on Sunday, and by Friday it was worth, the high it was $23. So if you bought one of those, you made a $6 profit if you sell it. But people ain't trying to sell them right now.
Yeah.
You see.
All right. So again, cryptocurrency is going to take a hit as well. Then you have these signature banks, they collapsing as well. But at the end of the day, the scripture speaks about these things. All right. So the Most High word have to come to pass. See what I said? Even when you go and you look at the stocks, right? Guess what? All the stocks are down. See what I said? Which that ain't a good sign for this society, but that's a good sign for the Israelites, because we know we on our way out of here.
God, you know that.
Like the brother say, what the monkey say when he got it in?
It ain't long now.
Right. All right, because guess what? There's signs of the end. Okay? So let's get the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. You take it from the top. We want to do. All right?
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 and verse 2. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch and see what will he say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2.
Right, read.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth.
Right. Right. So the prophets and everybody else, watching these prophecies take place right before our eyes. All right. These things taking place right before our eyes, but Jake Flick lost, man.
You know that?
Jake lost. Okay. All right, because this is going to lead to famine, which is what? Lack of bread and the thirst for water.
Yeah.
Okay? Which is going to lead to what? Great sicknesses, great confusion, mass deaths. All right? People don't understand that.
Yeah, Jake thinking that this ain't gonna happen over here in the Bahamas. And Jake thinking wheresoever Jake dwelling, Jake thinking it ain't gonna happen to them on the whole.
Right. You can't access your money to buy meds. All right. Who you taking for these different ailments and shit. So that time coming back, you can have to rely on the Lord. See what I said?
Jake confused now, so you can imagine what these things really start out.
Yeah.
They confused right now, and they understand it.
Right.
They don't know Yahweh Shai, they don't know the prophecies, they don't know the stuff, they don't know the stuff that's with. So they confused right now. So you can imagine all shit go loose.
Yeah. All right. And at the end of the day, this only happening for the 2/3.
That's it.
All right, because there's the one who's the problem. See, they said that's who the most valuable controversy with. And worrying about other nations. All right.
The thing about it too, when Jake go to work, right? At the end of the week, Jake looking to get paid. Okay, from through these same banks. All right. So when at the end of the week, okay, when Jake looked at the account, ain't nothing happening. So what you think can happen?
That's it.
You know?
You can lose it.
You can lose it. And then when 1 week pass, then another week pass, a second week pass. That's it.
That's it. Understand that you can need money to get to the front quick. See what I said? You can need money to buy food to eat. You can't access that money, ain't nothing coming in. What you think can happen? They say a hungry man is an angry man.
You know that?
All right.
What's so interesting too is that we been teaching this, right? And Jay just saying on this is things that they've been talking about a long time. Things they've been saying for a long time. But the prophecy is done. You see, and when these things come to pass, that's when they go on jeopardy and then it can be too late. You see here, Ezekiel chapter 12. I can start at verse 21, right? It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus said Yahweh power, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. For there shall be no more being vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. But I am Yahweh, power. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass, and it shall be no more prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, when I say the word, I will perform it. And Yahweh power. And you see the Most High performing the words that He speak. Now,
yeah.
He's not a liar like man.
You know that?
All right.
This is Habakkuk. Okay, chapter 2, verse 1.
Read verse 2.
Verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon one table, that he may run that readeth it.
Right. All right. So these news, we getting about these Silicon Valley banks, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Bank of America. This is all showing you that this society is on its way out.
Right. Times past when things like this would happen, or when prophecies will be spoken, like Ezekiel was going into in verse 27, they think it's going to be like 10, 20, 30 years ahead of time. But now when these things being spoken, the next week, the next day, it is happened.
Yeah.
Right.
You see, because just last week, or the week before, we was talking about the same thing, and then the following week,
Yeah. All right. So this whole system is crashing. All right. So the monetary system as we know it, that's going to fail. All right. And what you think is going to be the next currency?
Yeah.
All right. They want to try and get you online.
Digital, right?
Right.
AI.
Digital currency,
Can.
which is that subdermal, which that is all biblical prophecy.
Yeah.
All right. But let's read on in Habakkuk, brother. Let's read 43. What this, right?
Okay, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come.
Right.
It will not tarry.
Right. The financial place is on the earth right now.
It is here.
Yeah.
It is here.
You're damn right. All right.
It tarry. It's
All
here.
right. So said, just wait for it, man. Wait for what? Wait for this dollar to damn crash. All right. There'll be a bunch of damn AI walking around in the short order.
Know that.
Understand? All right. When you go into that banking, right? When you go into that banking, that's basically going into your hope, going into your deposit. All right. So if you want to damn access that, you know what you have to do. You can see what you're banking on, or who you're banking on. All right. Read on, brother.
Behold, the soul which is lifted up is not upright in it, but the just shall live by faith.
Right. The just shall live by faith. Read on, brother.
Yea, also, because he transgressed my wine, he is a proud man. He to keep it at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth upon him all people.
Yeah, we know this damn devil is a proud man. All right. He think his house shall continue forever, just like Psalm 49:11 says. All right. Because I mean, ultimately, the Most High using him to do what he's doing on the earth right now. Okay. But yeah, man. But on top of that, this devil, he's all over the earth. All right. He's in everybody's business. Okay. So yes, he's a proud man. And also, he's laden with heavy debt. All right. That's why you saying all these banks damn crash and collapse. All right. Let's get the next verse. The next verse can say it, man.
You know my bucket?
Okay, this is verse 5. Yea, also because he verse 6. All right. But gathered unto himself all nation and people, even unto him, even unto him all people. Verse 6. Shall not all these things take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay.
Right. And laden himself with thick clay. All right. Yeah. All right. So now what we're gonna do? We're gonna look up this word thick clay.
Say, woe.
All right. Let's look up thick clay.
The word thick clay is a deep. It says weight of pledges or heavy debts.
Heavy debt. All right. So that's why you see all this different shit happen for these different banks. Heavy debt. All right.
This the BBE translation. It says, will not all these take up a word of shame against him and a bitter saying against him, and say, a curse on him who goes on taking what is not his, and is weighted down with the property of debtors. the ISV. When not all of these ridicule him, when not all of these ridicule him, when Morgan's gone, they would say, woe to the one who hoards for himself what isn't his. How long will you enrich yourself by extortion?
Right. All right. Again, that's it. All right. Think about being bankrupt. All right. All right. So, like I said, man, think about think about that. Yeah. All right. Think about that fiat currency not being backed by anything, not being backed by gold nor silver. All right. While you get all these different banks and things, feel it. All right. You got what? Massive layoff going on. All right. So this society is about to collapse, man. All right. This is what is about to take place. See what I said?
Done.
All right. And all this is gonna happen according to the scriptures. All right. Yeah, man.
Done.
So like you're right. So let's get what this economic collapse is gonna bring. Which is gonna bring more inflation. All right.
John,
something, brother.
John Salaka is going to say, and this is the truth, what Jake rejected. Okay, Jake don't want to hear this. Okay, Jake don't want to hear. Why can't I go to the bank to get my money? You know? Well, it's coming. Okay, it basically done here. Over in Babylon. Okay. People, when they go to this bank or that bank, they can't get their money. Okay. You know, over in Lebanon. All right, you see what's going on over there? Okay.
Yeah, man. So with all these bank failures, that's gonna bring more inflation. All right. Can't wait for this to happen. These wicked niggas to stop that.
Revelation 6 and 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the forum be say, a measure of wheat for a penny, 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou heard not the oil and the wine.
All right, let's look up penny. All right. Let's look up this penny here, brother. All right, bitch, that goes into the room.
It says, yo, denarion, or the Roman denarius, a Roman silver coin in New Testament time. It took its name from it being equal to 10 ounces. A number after 217 BC increased to 16. It was the principal silver coin of the Roman Empire. From the parable of the laborers in the vineyard, it would seem that a denarius was then the ordinary pay for a day's wages.
Right. All right. Now, so think about that dollar being the principal coin at this time. Just like the Roman denarius, right? So in our time right now, a day's wages could range from 50 to 250, right? You know, according to the line of weight you in.
Done.
So basically what it's saying, a day's wages is gonna basically cost you a plate of food.
Imagine paying $200 for a bag of bread.
Right. And,
You know?
right. All right, and that's inflation. See what I said? That's inflation. Okay? That's what inflation is gonna bring. Yeah, as you see, this is biblical prophecy we just read. All right. That being said, let's get the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 21. All right.
Book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 21. Reads, behold, victuals shall be so cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sport, famine, and great confusion.
Right. So guess what? right? What do you think about all these bank failures and these different job losses is gonna bring? What do you think that's gonna bring? Great confusion. You understand? Gonna bring great confusion, the sword, famine. The scriptures name it. So when you can't access your money, what do you think can happen? These are my words. See what I said? That's why, the subdermal is gonna be needed. See what I said?
God, in order to access whatever you have.
Right. That's it. Guess what? You ain't gonna be able to operate without that.
God.
You ain't gonna be able to buy it nor sell without it.
Hey, it's a lot, right?
Right.
Just to add, right? And Jake, right? Who have money, or who have little bit of money, right? Because my former boss, okay, he told me, man, look here, if that's the way the world going, then he just have to take it. You know what I mean? Showing you that Jake love money so much, they'll do anything for that money. Okay, so when you take that stuff down, okay, you basically signing your soul off to the devil.
That's it. Right.
You know, man.
But these people think they're gonna be in good case, man.
Right.
And that's because they don't know what's happening around them. But guess what? That's gonna affect everybody real soon. You understand?
God.
All right. Read what 22, brother.
22, second chapter 16, verse 22. For many of them that fell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Right. So guess what? Millions and millions of people are gonna die. All right. Gonna die of starvation. If you missed that, you can't be. You don't understand? So it's gonna be a lot of violence and starvation out here, man. All right. It's gonna be a whole heap of that in a short order. See what I said? All right. And these things must happen in order for us to receive or get salvation. All right. It's necessary to get these things happen. See what I said? All right. Come on. Then here. Yeah, man. So from here on out, man, things only is gonna get worse. See what I said? We see how these bikes crashing. We see all these people, trying to get their money out these bikes and shit, but they got. All right. Scripture tell you, man. Scripture tell you, man, these things happen. Like I said, it's gonna get a whole lot worse, man, and we see it, man. You're gonna see more and more economic turmoil, man.
Done.
See what I said?
Yeah.
Those people are gonna be losing their minds. All right, it's gonna be position among men out there. You understand? People are gonna be robbing and killing one another. You understand? Yeah, man.
Done.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We about to see a repeat of the Great Depression, man.
Done.
We about to see 2008 recession on steroids.
You know that.
See what I said?
Hey, and too, your neighbor who you was always friending up with and loving up with, yeah, I can turn evil towards them because you can want what they have. You know what I mean?
Great tribulation.
You can't.
All right. Yeah, man. So it's gonna get way worse in the short order because we seeing what billions and billions of dollars being restricted. See what I said? All right. Not to be wrong.
Millions and billions.
All right. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, man. So let's get the book of Zephaniah 1 and 10. All right.
God, this Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
Fishgate is speaking about the main place of trade or commerce. See what I said? Food sector. All right, and we're already seeing the results of from that, 1-9 lockdown. All right, we see when trade was getting altered. We seeing cargo ships stuck out, sea can't get in the port. You understand? Resources was being restricted. All right, you got the truck drivers couldn't really move like that because no fuel. All right. Yeah, man. So we see what that did to the economy. Right. We see what that did to the economy. So how much more for these banks that have collapsing? You understand? All right. And that great crashing from the hills is speaking about the economy. So the economy is gonna crash. All right, it ain't long. All right. Read the next voice, brother.
Done. Zephaniah 1:11. Howl, ye inhabitants of Mektesh, for all the merchant people are cut down. All day that bear silver are cut off.
Right. All right, so everyone's money is being taken away from them right now.
That's it.
I can say it.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's money is being taken away from them right now, man. It ain't nothing they can do. God. All right, there ain't nothing they can do with this money because at this time because everything can be mashed up. All right, because Esau designed this, design the system. All right, and for these bikes to crash in order to set up this subdermal. Ultimately, we know that's the Most High.
Got it.
All right. Ultimately, this is happening in order for Esau to set up his NWO. Established. You see what I said? So that's what we see in man. All these different banks, they don't have money to give to these people who are crying for their money. All right. So that's going to cause what? A great sedition among men in the short order. All right. The conditions is being set. Watch it and get worse.
Done.
You get far worse, brother. Let's read the next voice, brother.
Done. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with the candles and punish the men that are still on their leads, that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Right in that time is now, man. He's gonna ruffle a lot of people's feathers, but and you can get them. You can get them in their pockets.
That's it.
See what I said? He can get your attention. That. But guess what? Nothing coming in. Can't access nothing, and nothing coming in. See what I said? So it's gonna get real out here, boy. It's gonna get real bad out here, boy. You're gonna lose everything.
Done.
Yeah.
Sure order.
All right, so we almost out of here, man. It ain't long.
Done.
All right. Read on.
Verse 13. Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses a desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof.
Right, now check this out, right? That's going into all these people, working, putting money into their savings or their retirement. You understand? Putting money into stocks. All right, in cryptocurrency and shit, Bitcoin.
Right.
Right. Right? But all of that shit is going to be for nothing.
Done.
Because we're seeing it right now. Because people down get their money in the banks right now can't access it. See what I said? And we're going to see that. As a matter of fact, we're seeing that right now. See what I said? You see how easy it is for you sort of cut you off from your own money? That's it. All right? Yeah, man.
Done.
Read on, brother. 40. Done. That's it. All right, and then on top of that, let me show you. I can show you something right now. That just hit me, right? Let me show you how messed up this banking system is. right? When Peter asked Yahushua, Lord, we given everything, right? We give up houses, wives, all of that to follow after you, right?
God.
What we gonna get in return? See what I said? What Yahushua say? Right? You're gonna receive these things 100-fold. So guess what? When you put money in the bank, you're supposed to get a return on that 100 times. But instead, you know what happened? You getting damn tax on that. You understand? They taxing you for putting your money in the bank. They taxing you for withdrawing your money. That's what it is. You understand? So that really was set up in righteousness. You would have get for every dollar you put in there, you would have got $100 on that.
So I said,
See?
he come in and enjoy yourself.
That's it.
In this captivity,
They use your money and then they lend it to who they want and do whatever they want. And then when you want to buy the tax,
That's it.
you get taxed.
All right.
God.
So yeah, man. So this place have the damn this system of the crash.
God, to lock it too, right? And for those who putting their money in cryptocurrency, okay, thinking that gonna save them, okay, until everything get back to normal. But hey, when you see Esau Edom release or basically legislate the CBDCs, okay, that's name over. Okay, ain't gonna be no where for cryptocurrency to be legalized. Ain't gonna be dealing nothing with no cryptocurrency no more. Because once you see that CBDCs come on stream, okay, that's gonna be the what? The end all be all right there, because that can be the way for the subdermal.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Let's read on, brother.
This is Zephaniah 1:14. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasten greatly.
Right. So it's close out him. Thanks to brothers. They put a monkey say what he got his tail off.
It's long now.
All right.
God.
The day of the Lord is right there, man. All right. So it ain't gonna be no bad man in that day.
No.
See what I said? In that day, it ain't gonna be no real niggas. All right, because guess what? Real niggas ain't gonna exist no more. See what I said? You know what's gonna be there? If you a man of the Lord or not. That's what it's gonna matter. That's what it's gonna all boil down to. It's gonna boil down if you have that hedge of the Most High protecting over you or not. So being a real nigga in that day or a bad man in that day, it ain't gonna be none of that shit. You ain't gotta worry about that.
God.
That's said the Lord.
Let me read the precept again.
All right.
I say, for the great day of Yahweh is near, it is near and hasten greatly, even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly.
Right. So again, real niggas ain't no bad man in that time. All right. Let's read on. Read verse 15.
God, verse 15. That day is the day of wrath.
Right, a day of wrath.
A day of
wrath, right? And that's going into what? Righteous anger.
God.
All right. Right, because he's judging the earth. See what I said? The scripture said he holdeth his tongue no more concerning their wickedness. All right. So he tied all the shit, man. See what I said? Okay.
God.
Yes, I'm brother.
Yeah, I'll make a good point. When the scripture says the day of the Lord ain't actually just one single day. That could range up to months or maybe a year or even long.
Yeah. All right. Read it again, brother.
God. Zephaniah 1:15. That day, a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
Right. Yeah. That's because that's the Most High, right? This anger, man. All right. And these niggas out here, they can get it. Let's get Proverbs 126. All right. Because when the Most High was stretching out his hand, no man regarded. See what I said? So you'll only be fit for damn death. The Most High have a wife with you.
Read.
Proverbs 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fair cometh.
Right. All right, not going into that darkness and gloominess and shit, but let's go into your damn judgment. Read.
It says, when your fair cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when the stress and anguish coming upon you.
All right. Right. All right, so you're going to get it. All right, let's go back to Zephaniah 1:16, brother.
God, Zephaniah 1:16. A day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fences of the fenced cities and against the high towers.
Right. All right, now trumpet has been blown already, man. All right, how long we been up here? What jazz now?
God.
Huh? You see what I said? All right. Now, in the short order, you can start hearing some real flicking sound. Real loud.
You know that?
You understand? Right? See, here's some real alarm because in the short order, you know them messages you get on your phone, you know that shit, that alarm, then you know, man, but you could have nuclear missiles flying.
You know that?
You understand? That's it.
They're hyping stuff
That's it. You can hear nuclear sirens, boy. You know?
Prepare for tsunami.
That's it. You know? You're gonna hear national emergency sirens and shit. All right, it's only a matter of time before you get a notification that your phone gets screaming.
God.
You understand? They look.
God.
All right. Then you got breaking news on the TV and shit. You understand? It's only a matter of time, man, before shit get real bad out here, man.
Know that?
All right, and we seeing the start of that with this economic crash.
Breaking news.
See what I said? All right. So Jake don't know how serious this thing is. You understand? While Jake damn scoffing and doing a bunch of shit. All right, it's getting real out there. The stage is being set.
Laugh now and cry later.
Laugh now and die later. All right. All right. You got a precept, brother? All right.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 6, starting at verse 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their ears, see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. I said, I, Yahweh, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. And then it can be too late for our people here. And the most
Then the city is being wasted. The men destroyed.
Yeah.
All right. Nuclear destruction.
it says, and the Most High have removed men far away, and there be a great forsaking in the midst of the land. Many people can die.
That's it. You taking out great numbers.
Lenny.
All right, bring your precept, brother.
This is Luke 6:25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep.
That's right. And that time coming. All right.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 2, starting at verse 20. In that day, a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats. So we coming into them times where money ain't gonna mean nothing. See? Go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth. Cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? When the Most High start shaking, well, he's shaking right now.
You know that?
You know, that gold, that silver, you know, that fiat currencies. You see, the fiat currencies already mounting to nothing. You know, the dollar value going down. Cryptocurrencies look like it's going up, but that only can be for a time.
Yeah.
So it can come a time where ain't none of that can mean nothing.
God. See, the cryptocurrency just there that's to make the people them feel like they have some type of hope.
Something that's to hold on to.
Right. Right.
If all of it just lines over there,
That's it.
just continue to chase it, you're gonna end up with
You know the tyrants of Esau, they loving it, you know, because they know what their plans are. You see?
Yeah. All right. But let's go back to Zephaniah 1 and 17.
God, this is Zephaniah 1 and 17. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung.
Right. Read that again.
God, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men.
Right. I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men. Right. So people are gonna be like, what do we do? Where do we go?
God,
How will we eat?
right?
All right. But the scripture says about the other things the Gentiles worry about.
Exactly.
Read on, brother.
Because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung.
Right. So 2/3 of our people, you know, they're gonna be mass casualties, man. All right. We got 2/3 of our people, you know, there's the target in the eyes of the Lord. You understand, Jake? You want to get right?
Nope.
See what I said? You know, so they're the ones who the most I really have a controversy with. Make it niggas, man.
God.
All right. Read this last voice, brother.
God, verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be available, shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. But
That's it on that.
no. But the whole land shall be devoured by fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Right, and that's because it's going to be, this economy is going to collapse, man. This whole system is going to be made digital. This whole system is going to basically be made electric. You know,
God.
because you need the power to keep the system online.
Exactly.
You know? But guess what? Even with that, you can have that. Yeah, man, you can have that hooked up and do it, you know. You also gonna have a full blown economic crash coming. You know, what Esau say, but maybe in another 60 days. You understand? So that's coming 2023. That's what we going into early in the year, bringing in the year.
Okay.
You understand that? All right. So the Most High using this devil to destroy this place from the inside out, man. You understand?
You're talking now about electric cars and whatnot.
That's it.
Green energy and all that stuff.
Yeah. If operate them, they using the chip.
That's it. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be quick. Did I said? Bodies is gonna be damn dropping left, right, and center, man. So millions and millions of people are gonna die this year. You understand? Yeah, boy. You can feel it in the spirit, man.
God.
All right. So mark these words, brothers. Mark these words. You understand? So yeah, man. This economic, this economy is going to happen, man. This economic crash is gonna happen. All right. The Lord willing, this is edifying, man.
I get a precept right
All right,
quick.
precept, brother.
You asked the brother just how long you've been doing this. You look back a couple years, if you look back about 10 years or 12 years, we would see things happening and it wouldn't happen as so fast, but now you see the time speeding up and I mean that's beautiful. So this Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. These are the shortening of those days as we speak.
Yeah. All right. They
Time
ain't long
rolling.
that, man. All right.
Yeah, these are the last days. Remind us to stay doing that to be all part of. We are in those times.
Yeah, man. So they ain't long now. Let me check the comment board. Check the comment board. All right, Shalom on the comment board. Yabba Shima Shaba Shima Kakadash Barakatam.
All right, Shalom. Shalom, Akim, Akwatium on the comment board. Shalom. Yeah, man, beautiful lesson to the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. Yeah, man, as you all know, okay, we have, this is our reasonable service, okay, the goal here, making our bodies a living sacrifice, okay, to prophesy and bring this word with all truth and sincerity and charity, with all humility, okay, rightly dividing this word of truth, okay. Now, the lesson I'm going to go into, okay, the infrastructure are just about finished, okay, the infrastructure are just about finished, all right. Now, we can look up this word infrastructure, okay, okay. All right. For the Miriam dictionary, I screenshot it.
All right. This is infrastructure from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. The system of public the system of public works of a country, state, or region. The resources such as personnel, buildings, or equipment required for an activity. The underlying foundation or basic framework as of a system or organization.
You can.
Permanent installation required for military purposes.
Can. All right. So from the Miriam right now, I'm going to that definition where it say the underlying foundation or basic framework as of a system or organization. Okay. So we know that Esau have the system or organization, whereas they want to have bring in one world order. Okay. Tie it in with their CBDCs, ultimately the subdermal. Okay, that's what it's gonna lead to. Okay. So it goes back to like I said, all right, so this devil, okay, wants to bring in the SCFs, okay, before that, okay, you have to bring in the digital currencies, okay, like the CBDCs, which means central bank digital currencies, okay. See, in order for the CF to perform flawlessly, okay, the CBDCs have to be set up first and be running proper. Okay, that's why you see now the Bahamas basically was the first country to introduce a proper running CBDC, okay, which is a digital currency, okay. So now that you have other countries throughout the world already have their CBDC set up, China being one of the major countries, okay, being a superpower that run their CBDC pilot program about 3-4 years ago in 3 of their major cities. Okay, 3 of their major province, I would say. Okay, so from then to now, all right, that is basically autopilot phase. Okay, so there is running that along with Alipay and WeChat Pay. Okay, and along with their social credit system, what they have over there. Okay, so everything is going to tie right in to the CBDC. Okay, whereas they will have total control over everything. Okay, who have total control over you. All right. So with their social credit system, okay, you do something or something bad, you can't fly, you can't go to a Pacific restaurant, right? You see? So all of that would ultimately lead to their CHIP, okay? Whereas they could take certain things from you, okay? You go up against them, they can shut you off. All right? So I have this article what I want to get into, right? But before I get into it, okay, we can look up the next word from the next infrastructure definition from the Wikipedia. Okay.
All right. Infrastructure is the set of facilities and systems that serve a country, city, or other area.
Right? It says serve a country, city, or other area which is going into basically your roads, your bridges, water supply, etc. Okay, but it also go into the internet connectivity and living condition as well. Okay, read on.
All right. It says and encompasses the services and facilities necessary for its economy, household, and firms of functions. Infrastructure is composed of public and private physical structures such as roads, railways, bridges, tunnels, water supplies, sewers, electrical grids, and telecommunications, including internet connectivity and broadband access.
So he saw them, right? Okay, as the scripture said, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, this wicked, he wants to be in total control of everything. All right, Bill Gates talking, but he wanted to build a whole smart city. Okay, over there in Senegal, they gone building this whole smart city right now. You see, and everything they want to run digitally. Okay.
I heard a really good video saying that this is the reason why all of these railways, these trains are being derailed. Okay, they're polluting the suburbs and whatnot, and causing all these people to have to move into the cities.
Right, and then too, with all these trains derailing and all that different chemicals and those different toxins and things, you know, when if you get this particular state, you can't even drink water. You can't even use the water. Why is that?
Yeah, they're polluting all the surrounding suburbs and then forcing people into these cities, the metropolitan cities, and they're building these smart cities.
You see, so they will have total control.
Yeah.
You see. Okay. All right, you can read on in minute that
Yeah, it says in general, infrastructure is being defined as the physical components of interrelated system providing commodities and services essentials to enable sustain or enhance societal living conditions, and maintain the surrounding environment.
God, maintain a surrounding environment, right? And one of them is speaking about our economy, right? Now, few months back, okay, I did a lesson, okay, dealing with how WEF, okay, wants to push the CF, okay. Now, economy is a system of rules or regulations, basically a household management, okay, and enhance, as the act has read, that last part say enhance societal living condition, okay, enhance it. What you talking about enhance, right? Great reset, build back better, you don't own nothing, okay, merging man with machine, okay, you can be better than God. Okay, the ark just did a lesson this morning over there in NASA.
Yeah,
Okay.
You saw saying what? In 7 years, you can be immortal.
Immortal, right? You know, and the big brother Elder Manatazat that did the video on that. Okay, how they talking about they want basically be immortal and be better than the Most High. God.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means necessary, for that day should not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. What the word perdition means? Destruction.
God.
Okay? So who was destroying the world with all of these evil thoughts and plans? Okay? What does that say? Auto or chaos or chaos? Okay? He bring the creative part of that. So he's destroying all the habitats and all these pollution, including the environments and whatnot, just to create these smart cities. He is living up to that name, the man of perdition. Okay?
The destroyer of the
man
world.
of perdition is being revealed. He is the destroyer, the man of destruction.
God. If somebody could get Isaiah 14, 12 to 17, all right? Because Esau telling you that you could be better than the Most High. Okay, in that article with the brother brought out over NASA. Okay, telling you could be immortal after 7 years. Okay, because he's saying, okay, we have nanites. We could go in the bloodstream. Okay, we could make you. Okay, we could make water. We could make snow. We could make rain. All this stuff he's saying within that little clip what he put out on YouTube. I forget what the man name.
It was the same thing. We were saying the same thing with the thing. What is injecting you to make you better than
All right.
what they call it? Yeah, that's
You
yeah. I was supposed to do better for you too.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
Hey.
These people dropping like flies.
You know, but we know what Esau's ultimate goal was, dealing with that. You know what I mean? So of course he can bring that smooth word across, just to get you, just to kill you.
The word of the moment smoother than butter.
All right. Yeah. Oh, what you got? Yeah.
You guys here?
Yeah.
I want this here for. Hold on. We can get this here for you, Job.
All right, this Job 21 and 14. Therefore they say unto the Most High, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him?
God. And this is what this wicked is saying. Okay, we won't profit nothing if we pray to the Most High. We have our riches now. Okay, we could be the Most High. This is what he's saying. You see, we could do everything what he could do. You know, and one of those little clips, he said that we have a unknown God, right? And we have a God that everybody knows. Okay. He's saying like the God that everybody knows is the God of the Israelites, but there's a God that nobody knows. You see? So he's saying, look here, we could be better than the God of the Israelites. You see? All right. I'll bring a precept.
This is Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword.
God.
Okay? He's saying he can be better than the Most High.
Yeah. All right. I'll bring up Isaiah 14, 12 to 17.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh.
God, this is what Esau is saying now. Read.
I will sit also upon the mount of congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
God, you see that? I will be like the Most High. Okay. Now, he's saying this, right? But then he's saying, too, he want to be better than the Most High. You see?
He's a proud man.
Right. Because see now, he's saying, look, everything what the Most High could do, they could do. And he could do it better, right?
Call this place Sodom and Egypt.
That's it.
You ain't see them magicians been doing the same thing in Egypt in the time of Moses.
So I give all of his fall was for to make the Most High to make Israel follow them.
God.
You know, instead of following the God, our God.
Yeah.
God bless. Read on, brother.
Yeah, they're just waking him up.
15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell,
God.
to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
God, is this devil that make this world tremble? Is this the same little old devil, yeah? That's what people say.
It's amazing, you know. At the same time, even though that, like you say, he's all of these miracles, all these magic he's doing, okay? That this has happened in the same time when Moses was before Pharaoh, okay? That deliverance, okay, was at hand.
That's it.
That happened, okay? But in that same time, and within this period now, okay, he saw the Egyptians of the day. They're working all of these magic and they're doing all of these things, but okay? They're prophecy and witchcraft and whatnot is going on, and it's taking place right now.
We're getting ready to get our Exodus.
God, you know that.
Make our Exodus.
So I
God. All right, brother, read 16 and 17.
Again, yeah, that's
God.
the spirit. That's the spirit. I just want to go back to 16.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof? Read. That opened not the house of his prisoners.
God. You know?
Read.
All right. No. Okay. So this devil, all right, he wants to be better than the Most High. Okay. He wants to have total control over everybody and everything. Okay, over the rain, over the snow. All right. Over the elements.
So like him, right here in this scripture, the Most High is making fun of him, man, laughing at him, man. Letting him know, I know who you is. I made you. I know what you're up to.
You know?
And, you know, I'm in charge.
That's why you get our Job 9 and 24. And Psalm 49 and 11. All right.
Because the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
God. All right. So, because the earth is given in the honor of him, okay, the wicked, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, already believe that his houses shall remain on forever. Okay, this is why you notice. Okay, Esau them children from 2-3 years, they don't know how to what load a gun. Okay, you see what I say? They don't know how to flick and count money, and they ain't just counting no little $200-300. You know, so you think that his seed should remain forever. Okay, all right, bring that Psalm 49 and 11.
This is the book of Psalm 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses will continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own name.
God. Okay, and we seeing that. Okay, Africa, America, name after him. Okay. Now, before we get into the this article, okay, like I said a little earlier, I did a lesson of WEF pushes the C-hip. Okay, this is back in August last year. How Santa Claus began to push the same thing. Okay, the C-hip. All right. Now a lot of people they probably forget about that, because Esau is do these things years and years, okay, before these things happen. Okay, then he come back, refresh it. Okay. Now when you fast forward to the day now, okay, you will see the banking system. Okay. From 2020, we had what? Crown Royal. Then comes the job. Okay. Now you have the banking system collapsing. All right, you got farming and earthquakes and all these other stuff. Okay, plenty death and destruction. Okay, and everything is basically like a trend. Okay, you have myocarditis. Okay, trending all around the world. Now, the Most High is attacking the banking system, attacking your money. Okay, and guess what? You start off with Silicon Valley. Now it's over 80 different regional banks. Okay, all around the world. Okay. Okay. All right. You got 4 major banks with loss over 47 billion. The brother was giving you in his lesson a little earlier. Okay. In market value. All right. Okay. You have a billionaire investor, Carl Carlin, said that the system is breaking down. Okay. This is where the reset comes in with the CBDCs. Okay, because Esau wants to what? Remember now, he always talking about the great reset. Okay, so these devils, these tyrants, they know exactly what they're doing. Okay, somebody get Revelation 13 and 15 to 17. Okay, then we can jump into this article. God.
The book of Revelation, chapter 15, verse 7.
13 and 15 to 17.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Mm-hmm. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Done. All right, here comes the reset. Okay, to bring in the CBDCs, which is to go straight into your hand. Okay, to bring the subdermal. Okay, the C hip. All right. You jump at this article. Okay. Done. Yeah, man. That's it. Hey, and we been out here for years and years warning the people, let them know that these things gonna happen. Okay.
Jason turn up the music, blasting.
It says the tyrants are passing state laws to push CBDCs.
Can you see that? The tyrants are passing state laws to push CBDCs. Now, in this article, right, you can show you, okay, how these tyrants, they basically want this to happen. Okay. The tyrants being, you know, the elites and using Santa Claus and all them. All right. Santa Claus with his, how do you pronounce his name? Schwab. Klaus Schwab. Read that for his paragraph, brother.
It says in the article, let me open this by apologizing. This article is going to get into the weeds a bit, and it is less than exciting. That said, stick with me until the end. I'll give you a solution you can fight for.
Read on.
It says, for those that are living under a rock or that have more interesting things to do than follow monetary policy, CBDC stands for central bank digital currency, and it, along with gene therapy, you know, the hokey pokey.
Gun, right? The gene therapy. Somebody get a Psalms 10 and verse 2. Okay, because this devil, the gene therapy, you go right back to the Jews. Okay, because that ain't no V. All right, that's a cut. That's a what? Splice and add. You know, take out something and add in something. Okay, to give you myocarditis and other type stuff. Okay, also some of them some articles saying that they have nanites inside it and all that. Okay.
Psalm chapter 10, verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth prosecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Can't let them be taken in the device that they imagine. Okay, because they are the wicked. Okay, only you have to be wicked to do something like that. Okay, the claiming that you better than the Most High and the alter his creation. Saying that look at the Most High make you perfect enough. All right, read on, brother.
It says stands as the greatest threat. Stands as the greatest threat to freedom on the planet. Digital currency is completely trackable and completely controllable. This means that the government and any corporation with the proper access will be able to know exactly how you spend every digital penny of your money.
Can. Okay. Goes right back to the economy, house management. All right. Read on.
It also means that government or possibly global governments or global corporation would have the ability to control what you spend your money on. Spend too much on gas, they take some of your money for emitting too many greenhouse gases. Want to buy a gun? Forget it.
Gun. All right. So when you look at all these tyrants, okay, they want the same thing is to what? Have control. Okay. So the Most High give them that feeling that will cause them to become proud. Okay. So he just can kill these freaking devils. Okay, because that's a proud thing to believe that that you are the Almighty. Okay. To say that you just like him. You see? You know? Somebody get Proverbs 16 and 18. Okay. All right.
This is the book of Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Gone. You see that? Pride goes before destruction. Okay. So this devil will be destroyed. All right. But read on in the article, my brother.
It says, if you think this sounds terrible, you are not alone. Nearly no one wants this. That means it's quite literally politically impossible to legislate CBDC into existence at the moment. It says, despite that, the control available to the many tyrants at the WEF and the CCP, etc., is too tempting to resist. So they are doing everything possible to leverage their control over the crooks like Biden and the many ignorant elected officials in our government to make it a reality. So the question is, how are they doing it?
Gone. All right. So the question is, how are they doing it? This is what the person saying in this article. Okay. And he's going to give it in the next paragraph. All right. Good.
It says if Congress 19 taught us anything, it was that an emergency real or fake facilities a lot of things that would never happen otherwise. The tyrants notice and are in the process of creating financial emergencies that will allow them to argue that there is no alternative but to implement CBDCs. The Biden administration is implementing policy after policy that devalues the American dollar by limiting America's ability to mine its own precious or produce its own goods while printing endless money. This will, or more likely, is facilitate an economic collapse. Meanwhile, WEF and CCP partner groups like BlackRock and Vanguard are leveraging their positions as major stakeholders in small and mid-sized banks to force the banks to accept terrible ESG and other risky investments that will, when combined with the inflation, devalued dollar, and scarce resources, result in their collapse. This is an obvious thing to anyone that truly understands the inner workings of banking. I run a credit union for a number of years. Was a compliance expert and was involved in a number of national level groups and projects.
God. All right. So you see this person, okay, he giving you a breakdown, okay, of how Biden was just printing money, okay, but ultimately lead to hyperinflation, okay, to lead to where we are now, to the banks them being crashed, okay, and you see the tyrants, they want that, okay, just so they could implement the CBDCs, okay. I think few months back, Biden gave an order where they could put a rush on the CBDCs, okay. So now that you see everything is coming together now, okay. All right. It's a paragraph. Let's see. You have to shoot down. Paragraph. Okay. It's a money, a medium.
It says money means a medium of exchange that is currently authorized or adopted by a domestic or foreign government. It says the term includes a monetary unit of account established by an intergovernmental organization or by agreement between two or more countries. The term does not include an electric record that is a medium of exchange recorded and transferable in a system that existed in order to medium of exchange before the medium of exchange was authorized or adopted by the government.
One of them. But that's the key right here. Okay, very good. We done that spot.
On it says this language means that existing cryptocurrency will not be eligible to be considered only by banks. A great way to make sure that there will be no private competition for CBDC.
Done. You see that? All right. So what he's saying is, yeah, is that the money medium, okay, they're gonna what? They're gonna legislate this thing, the CBDCs, bring that online, right? Run it through different acts and all that, and amendments and all that, right? Through different states. Whereas the cryptocurrency wouldn't be no use to the people. Okay? You wouldn't have no stand or nothing. You won't be able to use it. Okay, read that last piece again, brother.
It says that this language means that existing cryptocurrency
Existing cryptocurrencies, yeah. You know,
will not be eligible to be considered money by banks.
will not be eligible. Will not be eligible, right, by banks. The banks wouldn't recognize it because the bank right now will be running, central bank will be running their digital currency, and they wouldn't recognize CBDCs. I mean, they wouldn't recognize cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency cannot be traced. Okay, so the banks, they ain't gonna recognize that as money. You see, because they can't trace it. So we know that this devil, he wants to be able to trace everything. Okay, because after all, he thinks that he's the Most High. Okay, he will know everything but you. And you know what? Okay, as the brother was going into his lesson earlier, how that when you go there, ain't nothing gonna be there. Okay, right now he not there now. Okay, so for them to put something there, okay, that 40, what is how much billion that was? 55 billion. They have what cut off. Okay, once the CBDCs been amended or legislated, okay, then you'll have access to your CBDCs. Okay, and the only way you'll have access to that if you take the CF. Okay, and that's their whole game. Okay, if someone get Ezekiel, you could drop that article, my brother. Ezekiel 28, 1 and 2, and Isaiah 31 and verse 3. Okay, just get Ezekiel 28, 1 and 2. Ezekiel 28, 1 and 2.
Ezekiel 28 and 1. Oh,
Ezekiel 28 and 1. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus said Yahweh power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am Yahweh. I sit in the place of power, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not power. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of power, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee.
God. All right, so this devil, okay, as the scriptures say, he's wiser than Daniel. All right, he have the wisdom of this world, not the wisdom of Yahweh, but Shem Yahweh Shai. And the Most High basically give him that, okay, to fulfill prophecies, okay, just to fill his order. All right, but our people, they can't understand that. 2/3, they will not get that. Okay, this is why in the next couple of weeks, you will see them fighting and killing each other. You know, for money. You know? All right. So yeah, man. Lord will thou edifying.
All right. So with that,
You might get a prophecy. Know thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and know thou set thy nest above the stars. Next, will I break thee down, says the Lord. All right.
So with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kodash, Shalom, and Barakah.